Good morning. It is great to be here with you, and I bring greetings from Concordia University, Chicago in River Forest on behalf of our president, Russell Dawn, who leads our charge at Concordia. We bring greetings also from the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, your sister church. It is so nice to be here with you. We recently established an agreement with the Lutheran Church Canada to be a preferred Concordia University, and so we've offered up some opportunities to encourage your Lutheran students to come to our university to get a faithful Lutheran education. And so I would like to talk for just a couple of moments this morning about who we are at Concordia University in Chicago. And at the end, I'll tell you a little bit more about what I do there and give a little bit of Greek New Testament for you that's germane to the work that we do. So at Concordia University, Chicago, we are the first Concordia University that was established in 1864, and it started with a conversation between C.F.W. Walther, Frederick Winnikin, and Wilhelm Leah, and then we were born. And we started in 1864 as Addison Teachers Seminary to prepare Lutheran teachers. And it continues today. We are a university that was founded upon great need, and that continues. Today, our student body is approximately 4,193 students, and you can see up on the screen our breakdown. Currently, 68% of our students are from Illinois. Second is Michigan. Part of what's interesting about us today is, we were started by German Lutheran immigrants with a great need, and today we have an interesting demographic for us where we are a Hispanic serving institution, and 42% of our student body are Hispanic. So we had something happen within the last 2 years of our university that had never happened before, where the Hispanic student body surpassed the Caucasian student population. And so as a result, as President Dawn has said, we are currently a mission school. And we have a couple of other things about us. We are an age-friendly institution. We are one of 3 in the state of Illinois, and what that means is we encourage and serve students of all ages, including those who had a career and then wanted to go back to school in retirement and get a second degree or get a master's degree. Currently, to go along with what President Dawn has said, that we're a mission school, 16% of our traditional undergraduates are LCMS, 23% not reported, 7% not Christian, 17% are Roman Catholic. We have 4 colleges at our university: the College of Business, the College of Education, the College of Health Science and Technology, and the College of Theology, Arts, and Humanity. And currently our top majors are nursing. It's the largest major that we have. It has 93 students. And second is sports management and business with 55 students. We are always assessing with our students and through our faculty how we're doing as a university to be faithfully Lutheran, but also in addition to that, to have robust academics. And we had a great stat come out recently. 76% of our graduate and ADP students, so accelerated degree program students, were satisfied or highly satisfied with our university. 70% is the national average, and 76% said they would probably or definitely enroll again if they had to do it all over again. We are committed to church work students and continuing to provide our church bodies with church workers. We currently have 6 church work programs: pre-seminary, deaconess, and we are, by the way, the only Concordia university that has a full deaconess program where you can come to our school from start to finish. The other universities have pre-deaconess programs. We have a Director of Christian Education program, Lutheran Teacher Ed, Director of Parish Music, and then newly we have the Classical Lutheran Educator program. And you can see on the screen currently our breakdown that we have within this last academic year, a total of 98 church work students. But what's amazing, and it's a blessing from our Lord, that coming into this fall, we already have 55 new church work students that are coming, so quite a jump. We have approximately 100 full-time faculty, and approximately 28% of the full-time faculty are LCMS. The faculty must be Christian, preferably Missouri Synod Lutheran. We seek Christians who understand the work of Jesus Christ, his suffering, death, and resurrection, active church attendees, have a creedal understanding of the Trinity, and a willingness to support our mission and our identity. A little bit about our work, and President Don has really led the charge in this, and I work closely with him. I came in as assistant provost for mission and identity, and then my title has changed and my work has continued to grow, as often happens in the church. I work with faculty to develop our programs to be faithfully Lutheran. I teach all full-time faculty. I interview all finalists for faculty positions to ensure that they will in fact support who we are as a Lutheran institution. We are committed to being Lutheran, and we are also committed to robust academics. And then President Don has added to my work church relations and then advancement, so I travel around and meet with people and delegations and conventions and speak on different occasions. But working as we do to be a Lutheran institution is really central to who we are. And I'd like to bring in just a couple of things in the moment that I have left that comes from the Greek New Testament to emphasize and to highlight the work that I do with the faculty and that we do as a university. So in Matthew's Gospel, for example, Jesus sits down and he's the divine teacher and he begins to teach. And he begins with the Sermon on the Mount. And then just after the Sermon on the Mount, it happens that as Jesus, here's how it reads in chapter 7 at the end, and it happened that when Jesus completed these sayings or these words, the crowd was amazed by his teaching, for he taught them as one having authority and not as their scribes. And then what you have happen in Matthew's gospel leading up to the conversion of Matthew is a lot of language of following. And the Greek word, as you may know, is akaluthine, to follow. And it occurs over and over again just after the Sermon on the Mount and leading up to the conversion of Matthew. Well, what's interesting about this is Plato thought a lot about pedagogy. And he understood that this Greek word akaluthine for follow was the steps of learning. So to Plato, it was a pedagogical word. Steps of learning that for Plato would lead to what he called the realm of ideas. And when you would get to the realm of ideas, then you could become a philosopher. I find it fascinating that our evangelists, when they write their gospels, use this word in a particular way. And so right after the Sermon on the Mount, you see this word recurring. And it's happening in conjunction with Jesus being the didaskalos, the divine teacher. And what we find with our evangelists is it's as though they're appealing to their Greek listeners that this word is pedagogical, but it doesn't lead to the realm of ideas where you could become a philosopher. It leads to the cross. And it is at the cross where we learn everything about life, about who we are, about the world, about what wisdom is and what it is to know, and how we journey and go forward. It's more than a tagline for us, but we say this, and it's a part of us at Concordia University, Chicago, all the time: Christ at the center. And so what we emphasize is, and a big part of my work at the university is that we want to teach the faculty well so that they truly follow and teach and support who we are. But then we go forth with very robust academics so that our students are well prepared. We are so excited to have forged this partnership with you. And we offer opportunities, which I'd be happy to talk more about some other time, but we will treat your students as domestic students with the same opportunities that we have. We offer opportunities for full-time church workers and employees that are connected to our churches to do graduate work and to get a 25% tuition discount. And so we are encouraging you to look to us to come and study, to send your employees and your children to study. And we look forward to our work together as we rejoice in everything that you do, as you remain in our prayers, and we ask that we will remain in your prayers as well. Thank you very much.